Hey. Today I'm coming to you with a question. The question is, how do you measure your life? How do you measure your life? Uh, is it your total actions, your total contributions to your family, society? How could you summarize that? Many people would say, my time. I measure my life by how much time I spend doing something, my job, my being a father, being a mother, being a sibling, being there for somebody. That's a valid answer, but there's a different way that you can measure life, and that is by measuring the direction which you're going. What do I mean by that? Well, think of the actions you take in life. An action by itself can be interpreted as setting a direction, a path, a course, and that corresponds to, kind of like a compass. So how do you measure your life by your directions? Well, you can have many directions. You can have a moral direction, a financial direction, a relationships direction. All these directions that you're following or that you've set for in your life add up to one vector, one direction. So why am I proposing measuring your life using the compass as opposed to a clock, that measures time? Well, time, if you imagine it on a graph. So I'm gonna draw a graph here. You will have the y-axis and the x-axis. So the x-axis, if you imagine it, this would be time. And the y-axis, this would be your character, your wisdom, your happiness, just your life in a sense, things about your life, aspects of your life, which would move up and down as time goes. As time goes on, as you age, this will be 0. You age this way. You are creating these dots, these points along the graph. So maybe as you get older, your stats increase. If you don't just put it simply, like your things about your life, your characteristics increase. Maybe some decrease, but we'll just create some dots here. You accumulate these points as you go through life, and if you draw a line through them to connect them, you're getting a kind of a direction. And that's what I'm trying to get at, is you can't only look at how much time you've spent doing something. You have to look at the bigger picture of all your actions, your morals, your character, your integrity, your contributions to your family, whatever it may be. It creates a bigger picture, and that picture creates a line, which is the direction that I mentioned. So why am I saying this? Well, because looking at the direction of where you're going is a better, more stable indicator for you to follow. Because if you set a heading, you're much more likely to follow that path and increase all the things you're looking at, all the things you're trying to increase. Say you wanna make more money. Let's just make it simple. You set a direction and you follow direction, that takes away from the equation the time you've spent doing other things, because that time is gone. There's no sense in sitting, dwelling on that, saying, oh, I wasted X amount of years. It's just counterproductive. Yes, you can look at it and go back and look, oh, I'm so glad I did this, or I regret doing that, but using it as a measure for the rest of your life, I find this counterproductive. You're in the here and now. Use that, set the direction for the rest of your life. I hope that made sense. So yeah, measure your life by using a compass, not a clock. All right. Thank you, and see you on the next one.